What did you think when you drove through the village?
Oh, what the have we done?
How did you choose this village?
On the internet.
On the internet?
Yeah.
Had you ever been here before you first came?
Never seen it.
What did you think when you drove through the village?
Oh, what the have we done?
On that note, can I see your house?
Didn't see that coming.
Something tells me I'm going to enjoy this visit. Lewis and Jordan were born in Bournemouth in the early 90s and grew up on neighbouring council estates. They had their son Leo when they were just 19 and worked a variety of jobs, Jordan in retail, while Lewis set up a massage and personal training business. But behind the smiles, this young family was struggling to make ends meet. From their small council house, they dreamt of another life, where they could rear animals and grow their own food. In 2022, they saw an opportunity in the form of a rundown property in rural Bulgaria, on the market for just £7,000. So they cancelled the wedding they'd been saving for and bought the place sight unseen, moving to a country they'd never visited with little idea of what they'd find.
You go first.
Oh, look, this is lovely. Look at all the grapes. The family home consists of a 2-storey farmhouse and a small annex surrounded by 2 acres of land. It was built in the 50s, and the decades since have not been kind to it. Oh, it's nice and cool in here, though.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler in here than outside. Go on then, go play.
And what kind of state was this in when you first came in?
This was a pretty crazy place to come to, wasn't it, when we first started? It was full of everyone's old belongings. It had old wiring in, but it wasn't very good. It was really unsafe, so we couldn't use it. We had water mains, but all the pipes were burst. So we had basically no electric, no water when we arrived. We had to pull the ceiling down because there was a big hole through the roof.
How good were and are your building skills?
I mean, I'd done a bit of DIY back in England.
For most people, DIY is maybe putting up a couple of shelves or maybe making a table.
It was probably the most stressful thing that I've ever had to do.
Where do you guys sleep?
This way.
This way.
Where do we all sleep together?
All sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, look, everyone's in here.
Yeah, we're all in one room at the moment.
So is this not the forever sleeping arrangement?
I hope not.
So do you have space to expand?
Yeah, there's actually a cellar below us, so we're going to turn that into our bedroom.
And hopefully we're going to put an extension on the house, which will allow us to have 2 more rooms.
Am I bunking in with the whole family? Am I sleeping on the floor over there?
Lou's going to spoon you.
No, you're not. You're not. We've got somewhere else for you to
Have
sleep.
you?
Yeah, we have.
When the family first arrived, the house was uninhabitable. And with no money to rent anywhere, they had to live outside in the 40-degree heat. Is this where I'm staying?
It is.
How long has the caravan been here for?
As long as we've been here, about 2 years now.
So did you bring this from the UK?
We did bring it from the UK.
Yeah, buying it was a fun conversation, typical caravan talk. You know, what are you using it for? And we're like, yeah, we're packing up all our stuff, actually. We're moving to Bulgaria. You ever been? No.